So the scene opens up with Human Torch displaying some fireworks using his torch abilities, and that's when he sees a strange object rise from the sea, and then he decides to investigate it. So it turns out there's this queen out here, strange blue lady. She fires an arrow in defense. This guy destroys it and says that this is Human Torch. And that's when she urges him to take him to that headquarters. So they're all amazed to see her. And then she tells the whole story to read about what happened and why she came to them for help. The woman is Lady Dorma from the noble family of Pacifica civilization, and this guy is a lover, Prince Triton. And this guy, Atuma, is an evil tyrant who decides to lay siege to their town and kingdom, which was very peaceful and flourishing. So Prince Triton, while fighting beside his men and discharging his duties, the princess asks him to let's leave all this and run away, protect ourselves. But this guy just sends her off at once. I mean, this guy's a true soldier. Now Lady Dorma, being insulted, embarrassed, and humiliated, decides to go behind his back and give the enemies an access to the inside of the kingdom. That way they can access all of it and control. And very gallantly asks Atuma to remember that he owes her. But Atuma just disregards that and ignores her. A female brain finally realizes that she screwed up real bad just to feel important. So that's when she decided to come to the Fantastic Four for help. So we see Reed spraying some gas on them, which allows them to breathe underwater very easily while they can carry on their tasks. So they set up in the U-boat, they get attacked by some catapult shot, which Ben and Johnny take care of very beautifully. And then they continue the rest of the journey. When they come near the target, they take cover behind a rock while the rest of the soldiers in the patrol pass away. Reed transforms into a manta ray so that way they can confuse the soldiers while they get closer to the castle. And when they get closer, they enter the cave, which has the special ship, which is less of a ship and more of a manta device. Ben clears it and signals his team to let's fly. So they walk into an ongoing battlefield. Sorry, they walk on the ongoing battle between the men of Atuma and Triton, and they fire a missile into the kingdom. And this guy just goes right to it and eats it. He then leads the men, gains the confidence, and battles the men of Atuma. Then Atuma decides to fire in the missile, which just casts the entire darkness. Meanwhile, these guys sneak and infiltrate into the kingdom and attack from the enemy lines. Then we see a 1v1 between Atuma and Triton. Of course, they have the trash talk. Sue here tries to suppress the people who try to target Triton. And then the 1v1 actually just hardens up, becomes interesting. Oh, yes. And then Ben tries to suppress the people who are trying to get a clear shot at Triton. So, yeah. And similarly, Reed does the same job too. These soldiers are in different locations, trying to remotely attack. Now, do you see another development where the people of Atuma fire a missile? Johnny attacks them, but at the same time, they press the fire button. Luckily, Reed catches the missile and then Torch diverts its trajectory somewhere else. Of course, it destroys a lot of marine life, but that's another issue. Then we see this guy yielding, and Triton readily agrees, but this guy just says that his word has no value and attacks him quickly. But Triton trash cans him. He then makes a heroic announcement that the people can live freely, that he remember that he has spared them their lives, they can free to find a new leader. Atuma will remain in his dungeon, and then we see the princess reuniting with her lover, and then she tells him of the Fantastic Four members who held his back throughout and suppressed a lot of coordinated attacks against him. And then this guy thanks him, and then he gives them the gondola to them.